Jackson Radio Show.
Greetings and salutations. You are tuning in to the Disgruntled Millennial portion of the Kevin Jackson Radio Show. I am subbing in for the great Kevin Jackson. This is Brett Siegel, the Disgruntled Millennial. You can get me at Shaq General on Twitter, at Shaq General on Twitter. I always broadcast to you live from my safe space down here in northern Florida, where I'm always free from your bigotry, your nasty bigotry, racism, hatred, microaggressions, patriarchy, and of course, toxic masculinity. One of the things I want to talk about today is, well, BuzzFeed has sort of become synonymous with leftist propaganda. They use their medium, of course, to promote these ideas of social justice, which they think are going to make the world a better place, but ultimately it just makes the world that much more confusing. For example, they are clearly a part of this intersectional feminist movement, which basically it has divided people in terms of their identifications. Are you a cisgendered person? Are you a white person or a black person? Are you a male? Are you a female? And depending on where you land up, you get a certain amount of privilege points. So one of the things that BuzzFeed just loves to do is to sort of tout the whole race card. Okay, they want to talk about white racism, and racism is such that, institutional racism, while simultaneously engaging in some of the worst kind of racism that I've ever seen. They put out a video called White, and it was about all these people, people of color, who were basically asked the question, what do you think of when you hear the word white? And it was just a bunch of people going, I hear nastiness, I think of terribleness, I think of power, I think of racism. And it just goes to show you how brainwashed all of these people are. Now, they've released a video recently called 24 Questions Black People Have for White People. Now, you're in luck because I happen to be a white people. And I am going to answer some of these questions, these life-changing, profound questions that black people have for white people. Far be it from me to let these important questions go unanswered. All right, let's hear it.
Why do you always make such horrible decisions in horror movies? It's not cool to split up.
Why do we make such horrible decisions in movies? Okay, let me explain this to you, SJW. There are these things called writers and directors and scripts. When you see someone in a horror movie, I know this is tough. Follow me. Pay attention. I know this is tough. When you see someone in a movie, it's not really real. They're not really running. And chances are, whatever color the person is who is running away, who is making that bad decision during a movie, chances are they had a writer. They didn't think of it themselves. What a stupid, stupid question.
Why do you freak out when black people are cast to play white fictional characters?
I don't know. I don't really have a problem with it, but ask yourself this. Would you have a problem if there was a Shaft remake with Benedict Cumberbatch as the lead? I don't have a problem with it. I thought the whole Hamilton thing was kind of funny, that Hamilton was played by a black guy. Of course, to me, that was really just an attempt of the left to sort of troll the right. Oh, we're going to historically misrepresent one of their heroes, one of their great heroes, Hamilton. And, I personally, I don't even care. I don't care. I mean, there is a part of me that says, I don't know why you need to make old heroes into these new social justice heroes. Why don't you just create your own new heroes? Why do you have to mess with James Bond? Why do you have to mess with Ghostbusters? I say keep it up. Eventually people are going to catch on that you're just trying to promote this social justice warrior agenda.
What's the big deal if Idris Elba plays James Bond?
There is no big deal with Idris Elba playing James Bond. In fact, I actually stand with the social justice warriors on this. Unfortunately, the same social justice warriors want to make a female Bond. Now, can you imagine a female Bond? Idris Elba has a lot more in common with James Bond than any female that you could possibly put in Jane Bond's role, or whatever they would call her.
Go see it twice.
Why is a big butt and big lips considered attractive on a white woman, but they're unattractive on a black woman?
Okay, first of all, who told you that? Who told you that? That's absolutely ridiculous. And also, second of all, what happened to the individual? What happened to individuals being attractive or unattractive? Just like, I mean, this goes to show you the left, they're just everything. There's nothing spiritual about this question whatsoever. All it is just, oh, why do big butts and big lips? Like, oh, yes, you know what? There are anthropological reasons why big butt and big lips are attractive to men. They show fertility. They show that a woman can hold a baby in their womb. Reducing this down to race, I think, just shows more sour grapes on the part of the person who asked the question. Maybe her lips and butt aren't like the greatest, okay? Maybe they're big and thick, but they're not the greatest, okay? Maybe her boyfriend left her for a white girl with big lips and big hips. And whatever happened to the individual, right? The premise of the question is based on the idea that we're all just walking lips and hips. No context, no like pretty face or, you know, great spirit or really smart and intelligent. None of that stuff. This girl just thinks, oh, she's got big lips, check. She's got big hips, check. She's white, check. And who cares what other people find attractive? Find yourself someone that you like. Find yourself someone that likes you for who you are, not for your lips, not for your hips, for who you are as a person. And get on with your life and stop worrying about everybody else. Stop worrying about what other people find attractive. It's just sour grapes.
Do y'all really think Miley is the one who created twerking? Really?
Why am I supposed to teach you how to twerk? I don't know how to twerk.
Okay, since these questions are sort of framed as though all white people get together in a big room and decide how we're going to accost minorities, that we all think the same exact thing. Isn't this the kind of racist attitude that they are trying to prevent and they're trying to stop? But to answer the question, I don't care about some stupid, slutty dance. Like, you think I care if Miley's... Like, it's no achievement to have created the twerk. All it is body movements like a baboon, basically. Just like a mating call. And what's really disturbing is I went to a school sort of in the ghetto when I was a kid, and too many people were twerking. At like second grade, third grade. I mean, I presume it has to do with the left always trying to sexualize children. But, I mean, let's face it. Like, who cares about twerking? And who cares about Miley Cyrus either? News flashed. Most of us have better things to do than think about twerking all day long and who created it. I can't believe this is the kind of profound, insightful questions that BuzzFeed chose to put out there. Black people asking white people questions.
Why is it that white people always act as though they have discovered a new trend when people of color have been doing it for virtually years?
Okay, of course, they're talking about Columbusing. We spoke about that a few weeks ago here on the Kevin Jackson radio show. I was subbing in for the great Kevin Jackson, of course. We spoke about Columbusing, which is the idea that when we say that Columbus discovered America, well, you know, the leftists want to say, well, no, actually, there were Native Americans here. Nobody really discovered anything. So that's what they mean when they say you're Columbusing. It's like if a white guy says, oh, I found this new, like, tavern somewhere, and it's like the black guys have been going there forever. He Columbused it. That's like a rude thing to do. To be like, hey, I found this new bar. Could you imagine having a group of friends who, when you said, hey, I found this new bar, we should go, if every single time something like that happened, they were like, well, actually, you didn't discover it. And it's super offensive that you said that you found it. You didn't find anything. It's been there all along. And you're just appropriating someone else's discovery. So stupid. How about this for cultural appropriation and Columbusing, okay? How about, since a white guy invented the car, all people of color put away your cars. Stop driving. How about that? How about since a white guy discovered how to generate electricity, you stop using electricity because you're Columbusing that. You didn't discover it. It's appropriation. Put your money where your mouth is, leftists. I guarantee you, the day you put your money where your mouth is the day that a lot of you start to die. I dare you. I dare you to go one day without any inventions made by white people, cisgendered white people. I dare you. I double dog dare you.
Why is it when a black woman wears her hair natural, it's seen as inappropriate, but when a white woman does, it's praised?
Who are you talking to? Who are you talking about? No one sees it as a bad thing to wear your hair natural. That is your own insecurities. That is your own insecurities that you are projecting onto white people, onto an entire race.
This is the hair that I was born with, so you wearing it as a trend is not cute.
Okay, there we go with the cultural appropriation stuff, okay? Like I said before, just a second ago, if it's not cute for someone to wear a hairstyle that you think is a black hairstyle, then don't do anything that is white. Don't do anything that is white. Don't read English. Don't use electricity. Don't drive a car. Don't fly an airplane. Don't use a computer. Don't use your phone. Don't use your AC. Well, you can't use your AC without electricity. All inventions made by white people. And if you want to truly stick it to the man, if you truly want to stick it to the man, then boycott white people. Truly boycott white people. We will be right back.
Kevin Jackson
on the Black Sphere Radio Network.
Do you owe back taxes to the IRS or state? The secret to avoiding the IRS nightmare is to seek professional representation. My friends at Security Tax Associates provide the most cost-effective and ethical representation in the industry while helping to avoid seizures, levies, and wage garnishments. Security Tax Associates is here to ensure that the appropriate steps are taken to permanently eliminate any possibility of future tax burdens once and for all. For a free, no-obligation consultation, contact Security Tax Associates, 844-779-4177. That's 844-779-4177. 844-779-4177. Or visit them at securitytaxassociates.com.